So you want to get ready for class, kind of get yourself onto the right foot, prepare yourself, be like that top #1 student. This is a video for you. I'm going to go over my very OCD, like everything I do to get ready for this class, like before like the class even opens to like the first week. So I know what classes I have. I can see like general descriptions like on my on my school's web page of like what courses there are. So I've already picked them out, registered, all that jazz. I know what I'm taking. I've kind of decided, oh, these are the courses. I've balanced it to make it a good course load, like not too heavy. What? Come say hi. Cat just wanted to bug me, just like cats do. But we're gonna get this rolling because she's a little camera shy. She's just sitting on the corner staring at me. So like knowing what classes I have, I'm just gonna use this semester that I have as an example, just as a baseline, but it could be like anything, any number of classes. I have 4 this semester, winter 2024. So I have like physiology, I have genetics, interdisciplinary approaches to healthcare. So that's basically like different health professionals and how they communicate and teamwork. Told very important class, but also seemed kind of easy. Needed a little bit of a break in there. And then I also have health law, policy, and ethics. Pretty round-of-the-mill kind of courses for a health science degree. All applicable, applied to my degree and the topics I'm studying for. But yeah, I'll write them in my planner, like each class, because I have a weekly planner, so I will write my headings for each of those 4 classes in my planner ahead of time. So I have that, like, yeah, sure, it might only save me like 5-10 minutes, whatever. But that's 5-10 minutes less I have to do when the semester starts, and that's less stressful and kind of eases my mind knowing that that small piece is taken care of. You can also do this, like, I take my notes digitally, so I will make notebooks in my tablet of each course and kind of prep those, and it's, I don't know, kind of a fun way to get started in my opinion, because I choose like the cover photo. It is just, I don't know, I love like Googling like, oh, what cover photo am I gonna use for my genetics, and I'll search it up. And for me, each course has like a color I assign to it, so like genetics, I think green, so everything's green, so I will look up like a photo that's genetics or like some DNA, and I will make sure that it's like green so it like fits my theme, and I'll have that folder. And then another thing that I do once the semester starts is I will, like, I call it my homework schedule or a homework list, whatever. So once the course actually opens, I will go through the syllabus and the timeline of each course, and I will write down all the readings I have, all the assignments and quizzes, and I'll divide like week by week. So week 1, all these things are due this week. And if it's like, again, I want to make sure it stands out so I know what is due, and it catches my attention to make sure I don't miss that deadline, I will like write it in bold. And if generally, like, if it's due at midnight, I'll just put, oh, due January 18th. That's it. But if it has a weird time, like some of my courses sometimes will be like, oh, it's due at noon, it's due at 4 p.m., something like that, I will then put like due January 18th at 4 p.m. just so I know and I don't miss that time deadline. I do try to have things in a bit early because you never know with technical difficulties, but it's good to have that there because sometimes you never know. Yeah, and I will go through and do that for the entire semester, so all 12 weeks of school. Right off the hop, day one, I will write that down. And then another thing I probably should touch on is you want to be mental, not only like physically prepped like that, but like mentally like prepared as well. I use like Anki as my flashcard, like spaced repetition. So like maybe try to get kind of back in the habit, doing some flashcards, waking up whenever you would normally wake up during the school semester. Just kind of like get yourself going into that like mode, and get your brain used to waking up and thinking. Like, don't do like a full like, oh, let's do a 16-hour study day. No, just a few flashcards, or kind of like find some informative documentary or YouTube video or something of interest, just to kind of like get your brain like, hey, wake up a little bit. Yeah, you're gonna start studying soon. Let's get some practice in. So when they actually start studying the first week, your brain's kind of like, okay, I got this. I'm used to it. I can handle this. You know. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I honestly think about that. That's about it. Like, this is just gonna be like short and sweet, because it's very basic, kind of getting yourself ready. But as basic as this is, like preparing yourself ahead of time, I don't know, at least for me, eases the stress and makes things go by so much more smoothly. So yeah, like however you plan, whether it's a physical planner like I have, or like I've dabbled in like digital, and I'm thinking about going back because there's just so much these days. And with prices going up, if it's digital, perfect. But like, yeah, if it's digital, go do digital, paper, whatever. Like, whatever you like, you know what works for you. Or maybe you want to try something new. Maybe you are wanting to go digital. Try some digital planning. Look beforehand, look at some of those. Like, if you're deciding to switch, like, figure out what is best for you and kind of like play around with it. Like, that time before the semester starts is kind of a good time to start exploring and seeing what's out there if you do want to switch. Because if you don't like something, well, you haven't started like fully yet, or you haven't invested yourself, you haven't wasted that time. So go out there, be the you want to be. Hope you have a great semester. Bye.